So 2K20 is finally here, and I'm a few days late because for some reason my install literally took a week. I tried installing it 2 days early, and I didn't get it for another 4 days after the release, which was terrible. So I finally got around to playing it. I think this is just my second day in. Made Power Forward, Paint Beast, finishing at the rim. That's kind of been my forte the past few years. I'm very upset that they took out the 7-foot athletic finisher. I know that was kind of cheese, but that was kind of my go-to every year. Put some shooting on him just in case I needed it. Really no pass accuracy, although I might adjust that soon and make somebody else before I spend any of my VC. Obviously, you can see I still have a 60 overall, but I have, let's see, we're at 30,000. So just kind of waiting to figure out what I really wanted to do before I got into it. Um, Also, like my paint defense. That's why I paint beast, because on both ends of the floor, that's just kind of where I like to hang out. And I picked 6'9" because anything taller than this would only give me a glass cleaner or a defensive, like, powerhouse blocking type takeover, and I wanted the athletic finishing takeover, so I went with 6'9", maybe a little bit quicker. I think I went with the balance scheme when I made it, and then obviously the finishing and defense are the two things that I focused on. And yeah, as far as my build goes, that's what we're looking at. As far as the story goes, I really like the more than an athlete standpoint. Have LeBron James executive produce it. Not going to give away any spoilers because obviously people that want to play the story, I'm going to still let them. But it really lets you like show that athletes do have more than just the game they play and they have a platform. And I've been a big believer in that for a long time. And it's something that I really support as far as this year's story goes. Really interesting, cuts off right when you get to the NBA. Like, I remember a few years ago, it kind of kept nagging into like halfway through your first season, which was kind of annoying because every now and then a cutscene would pop up when you just want to grind it out. So, other than that, it's pretty good. Not a huge fan of the freedom to build what you want, just because it doesn't always give you the takeover you need for the type of build you got. But as far as like diversity in play styles, it really lets you do what you want to do, and you don't have to worry about being boxed into these custom presets. But one thing that is kind of annoying is that your strength and your speed and your stamina is not something you could upgrade like you used to be able to. You used to be able to just spend VC on your speed, your stamina, whatever, even though it was super expensive. This year, it just kind of slowly goes up as you play. And one thing, they made the gym useful. I mean, it probably was useful last year. I just didn't use it. But this year, you go into the gym and you do certain activities. They give you a workout list and they give you a boost to all your attributes for a week. So, say you do decent on the sprint, you get +3 speed for the week, and then every week you got to go back in the gym and re-get those boosts, which I will show you later. But they made that useful. I haven't played Park or Pro-Am yet because my internet's been trash and I still haven't figured out exactly the build I'm going for. So I've just been kind of running a few games with a few builds, and talking while running through cones is difficult. Oh wait, I got defense. My bad. Also, defensive positioning. That is the biggest thing that has gotten a lot tougher in this game. If you are not... See, it's easy to just bump and go in this game. I've never prided myself on being a great defender in 2K. But, and yeah, these drills are harder when you're talking, but no excuse. But you see, your defensive positioning's very important. The blocking is also something, because I used to be solid 3 blocks a game in Park. Now I'm lucky, and in the NBA games, get 5 or 6 when I'm playing on rookie. Now I'm lucky if I can get 1, just because there's so much timing involved and positioning involved, and I hope, let's see if I can get, see? It's all about positioning this year, and it's less about just hitting triangle when you want. And with that being said, hitting triangle has really been nerfed. You can't just, like, that's why they added the pogo stick badge. You can't just pogo stick yourself around, like jumping up, trying to constantly block. Because I know last year when me and my friend used to play Pro-Am, we'd be two bigs. We'd be the center and the power forward. And if anybody came in the paint, we would just alternate hit and triangle. So they just couldn't put up a shot because one of us would probably block it, which is very cheese, but we did it, and I'm proud of it. So with that being said, they put a big emphasis on defense. There's a big emphasis on just the skill gap this year, especially defensively. You're going to have to be very good at defense to actually play defense, and now this guy dropped 20 on your head. See right there, my positioning was good, and they still make shots like that. They nerfed defense and I think lockdowns altogether, unless they're in like the paint and they're centers, which is kind of nice. I think stealing is still like the whole saying like you reach, I teach has a big emphasis in this game. Like if you try here, I'll show you right here. If you try and reach, get a foul a lot of the times, but in a lot of the times, I'm just gonna back off and show it. Okay, I can't show it in this drill, but right there, I was right in his face, and he still shot around me. But there's a lot of like selling out for the steals now, which is big because I know a lot of people like, especially when you got the short guys, long arms as lockdowns as your point guard, they were taking everything out of you, pickpocketing you left and right. Oh, this is a perfect transition. I upgraded one of my badges during the drills, and it shows it with a little exclamation point. But as you can see, I have 1 earned and potential 19 upgrades. But you can see all of the different possibilities in here. You can, quick math, hold on. So there's technically 80 badges that you could get here because, each one goes up to Hall of Fame. You could pick whichever one you want to go up to Hall of Fame. You're not limited by like your archetype or anything. Whichever one goes up to Hall of Fame, and you just get 20 upgrades on whatever you want. So you can do bronze of everything here, or I could do 5 Hall of Fames, I can do 10 silvers, I can do some gold, some silver, some Hall of Fame, some bronze, whatever I want to do, which gives you a little freedom. Again, this year I think they put a lot of emphasis on doing what you want to do in this game and not have to be confined to all that stuff that they want, like all just the archetypes that they put in, which I really like. Again, it leads to more variety. No two players are exactly alike, and I like the emphasis on that. If you couldn't tell, I'm a big pick and roll guy. Well, pick dodger isn't really a pick and roll thing, but that's my biggest offensive weapon is just a good handling and shooting point guard and just pick and roll with them. So you're going to see a lot of that in my play in the future. But that's what they did with the badges. I'm not 100% a fan of that because this means that I can not necessarily get every badge that I want or need. It makes me pick and choose, which finishing, this isn't the highest I can go on finishing, it's just because I needed some defense, but again, I only have 22 badges to pick from all of these, and back down punisher, contact finisher, relentless finisher, put back boss, all of these different badges. So I'm just going to scroll over them if you want to pause and read what any of them are. Like Giant Slayer in Park, that one's going to be insane. Someone's got a 7-3 defender, and I can just double clutch it or whatever I need to do, get around them, get up there. It's going to be, I think some of these badges are going to be very nice, but they did add a lot more variety. But what I don't like is that I can't grind for a specific badge. Like if I want box out, like box, I can't just box out opponents and get box. I have to wait for this entire level to go up, which it does not go up easy to get to my badges. And now VC doesn't change what difficulty you play on, but your progression on your badges does, and on your player, I believe. And it does for your stats, but not for your salary. So what I recommend doing, which I have not done yet, is playing on where, if I can find it, I don't know. I honestly don't know where the setting is. I want to play on All-Star. I haven't made that adjustment yet, but I need to. Well, you can put a custom ball on. I guess you got to buy them with VC, but that's kind of cool. I didn't notice that. Find something new every day. Yeah, and I'm just going to put a little gameplay at the end of this, just see how it goes. If I can find the difficulty setting, that'd be great. I'll let Kevin Harlan talk. His voice is beautiful. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. DA not so much. Come on. Come on. Can we get to the game so I can talk? All right. So anyway, what I was getting at, Kevin, we're not having this. Not having it, Kevin. Commentary. No, no, no. We're going down to 0 so I can talk. Okay, Kev. Love you, but you got no, 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 no. So, what I was, oh, I'm not gonna try and talk over the game volume either. We're just gonna crank that down. You just everybody, yeah, just until I could finish talking. All right, awesome. So, two things. One, I just read online. Oh yeah, I have to sim no when I get it. Oh no, whatever shall I do? That's what. Also, early grind as many games as you possible, being bad because you get that VC because you don't get much playing time, and no matter what, your salary is the same. See, positioning on rebounds is tough too. Well, not tough. I shouldn't say tough, but it matters now. You can't just hit triangle and automatically get the rebound because you're taller. But I just read apparently farther in your my career you get to use pick what you want to do for your badges instead of just doing whatever the coach says you gotta do, which is nice. And also, 2K TV, you get about double, at least double if you get the questions right. You get instead of getting 50 for the polls and 100 for the questions, you get 100 for the polls and 200 for the questions. So instead of maybe 500 for the episode, which is like 10 to 15 minutes, you're getting if you just get the polls right, you're getting 500. And if you get any question right, the next 200, which you can get, I think the last one I got 1,200, something like that. Just in the first one. Well, granted, the first one's gonna have a little more questions because it's the first one, and it's like, oh, what do you want to do in 2K? But it has a few more questions. Rachel Demita's gone, makes me sad. Rest in peace. She might have been gone last year. I honestly didn't play much last year. It made me feel sad. That's why I'm so hyped for this year. Because I didn't have anybody to play Park with, but now I do. So you see that coming soon once I get my internet fixed. And I'm just showing you a little bit of gameplay before. Here, I told you I'm a big pick and roll guy. So here, don't expect much out of me, especially in the NBA with this. It's all it's going to be. Pick and rolls. I get teammate grade up. Just get as much VC as possible. That's how I play. As far as tips for badges go, fast breaks are always an easy way to get what you need. And just play for what you're looking for. Like I'm playing for finishing badges and defensive badges, so I'm going for rebounds and I'm going for finishes at the basket. I'm not pulling mid-range shots because I don't need shooting badges. Double when you can. Like again, if you're going for defense, double when you can on a short guy and maybe get a block if he comes in the paint. Just do what you need to get towards your badge. Like if you're a shooter, shoot. Nobody cares about your shot percentage. Nobody cares about how many shots you're taking. The more you take, the more they go in. Just shoot so you can get your badge as fast as you want. Because no matter what your VC is, you want some badges. Or because I can get up to like a 73 overall with the VC I have right now, but I don't have any badges. And I also haven't figured out exactly my build. So we're gonna figure that out. And hopefully we will get some park content soon because I have a router I need to hook up, but I need some Ethernet cables to get this Wi-Fi situation working. And we're going to hope for the best, and I will catch you guys later. I got hoes calling someone's phone.